Hey friends, welcome to OBB Competition 5 and the start to the 2023 season, Season 2. And Happy New Year. So let's get into it. This is such a banger of a competition. I want to share with you right away what we got going on. Now, the model for this competition is really special. This is the Tilted Grid Dog by David Illescas. And judging it will be Bodo Haag, David himself, and Shuki Kato, the Tilted Grid Pioneer. Super honored to have all three on the team for the designer, the judges. It's going to be awesome. Now, how do you sign up for the OBB competition? Let's check out my website. So here we are, obb.design/comp. And to sign up for the competition, you're going to head over to this website. You're going to purchase the diagrams and then fill out the sign up form. Now, a lot of you get confused. You purchase the diagram, but you don't fill out the sign-up form. So the sign-up form is right here. It gives me information. Please use the email that you used to purchase the diagrams. And that way, if I somehow miss your submission or Instagram's hashtagging doesn't work, I can find your submission and tie it to your name, as well as confirm your purchase of the diagrams. And as for the prize, it's a pretty good one. So you're going to receive any ebook off of OrigamiShop.com, as well as free tickets to Origami World Marathon 4. You know, that's going to be happening later in the year, but you're going to be on a list to get those tickets when the event is announced. It's a pretty fun time. And once again, I'd just like to highlight our amazing judges. So first off, we have David, who's the designer of the dog. Next, we have Bodo, who's a phenomenal folder, and I think one of the futures of origami. And third, we have Shuki Kato, who is the pioneer of tilted grid models. Absolutely amazing. You probably know Shuki already, and it is so exciting that, this panel of judges is going to be able to see and judge the work you submit. So I think that's super cool. It's awesome that I get to work with them as the judges, and I'm super excited. And now for the nitty-gritty rules. So you have from today, January 1st, until February 28th to fold and submit your models. So make sure to do that in time. You have a lot of time to practice and get things ready, get paper, and just make sure you get that submission date. And speaking of submissions, you're going to be submitting on Instagram with at least 3 photos of different angles of your model for the judges to see. And there's a max of 10 if you want to include more than 3. Just make sure you use the hashtag OBB.design. It helps us track your submission. As well as feel free to tag me and I'll lock that in as well. Now, the judges are going to score the folds and the highest score will win. We're keeping that on a leaderboard. If you saw the video that came out just before, you see what happens. You can win a prize at the end even if you don't win a competition. Glue and MC are allowed for shaping and folding. Feel free to experiment if you've never used those before. And painting is also allowed. However, that's just to prepare your paper. No painting after the model is done. Obviously, do not add cuts to the model. We don't like that at all. And distributing these diagrams illegally is going to land you a permaban. So do not submit these diagrams anywhere publicly. If you want to let your friends see them at your house, that's okay, but be very careful. You don't want to get permabanned. And joining this competition, you're accepting the terms and conditions, which basically allows me to be able to share your work with your permission and everything that goes along with this competition, including following the rules. And lastly, if you're under the age of 18, please ask your parents before purchasing these diagrams. Just let them know what you're doing. Let them know that you're participating in this competition. Yeah. As for judging, we are using a similar model to the previous competitions. It's worked pretty well, and so that breaks it down into 3 categories. We have execution, shaping, and presentation. You can see the weights of what value each of the 3 are. You can see that presentation is the least, shaping is the most, and execution just follows shortly behind. Execution is also broken up into segments just because of how specific the design is. So you're going to be graded differently on the front and back legs, the body, and the head. So make sure you make all parts of the model very nice to score as high as possible. And that wraps up the opening for OBB Competition 5. Will you be the one that joins the Wall of Champions? Fold and find out. And thank you everyone for watching. Now, if you would like to support the competition but don't necessarily want to compete, feel free to check out my shop page to find the OBB Collection 2022. This is the collection of diagrams from last season, all available in an ebook for sale now. It's pretty cool, definitely recommend it. And that is all. Don't forget, drop a like, leave a comment, let me know what you think about Bodo, Shuki, Kato, and David seeing your origami folds. I'll see you on the next video.
All this origami, all this origami, all this origami got me going kamikaze now.